interact with us because this is a very, very interactive session, and we are going to analyze a number of issues that are coming up. You know very well that President William Samoei Ruto will be addressing the nation. He'll be live on TV, and he'll be covered by all the mainstream media. So majority of mainstream media will be State House, and William Samoei Ruto has actually been doing this. It's not the first time that he is going to address people or to have a live coverage. So we are expecting many people to join him. We are also expecting Kenyans to be glued on their TVs, and it will be very, very interesting. It will be very, very interactive. So for those of you who are joining, please feel free to like this video. Please like the video as you join us, and comment in the comment section so that we can have an interactive session, because here we discuss issues as they come. So ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are joining, I can see now we are 10 so far, and we are just raising the issues there, and it is very, very important to know that when William Samoei Ruto come to the TV, he comes with specific objectives. For those of you who have been following the politics of this country, you know that William Samoei Ruto is a master when it comes to managing politics. We cannot actually deny the fact that he knows how to deal with some of these issues. So ladies and gentlemen, why do you think William Samoei Ruto is going live on TV at this time? Karibu Felicitas at Kede. Hi Skyman. Hi Felicitas. Karibu. Why do you think William Samoei Ruto is going on live? Because between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. tonight, Kenyans will be glued on their TVs. And I think it is also very, very important. We, as Gachie Skyman TV, we look at the various reasons why he is coming at this time. BS News Alert, hi Skyman. Thank you very much for watching. So why do you think William Samoei Ruto is going on live TV, and specifically on a Sunday? But I'm not sure whether it will be football today, whether Anfield, sijui kama kutakuwa na mpira. I've not been following football these days because I know this is something that is going to affect the people who actually would like to see something. And again, let me hope that there will be no blackout, because I understand there is a certain journalist who has been told from Citizen that yes, you invite all the other people, but don't invite this brown man because he hit below the belt, and it is very, very encouraging. So guys who are joining, please like the video, comment in the comment section, and let us interact through this section. So the first thing, in my view, why William Samoei Ruto is having this live coverage at 7 p.m. tonight is because of publicity. Just like any politician, we know that okay, Felista anasema sisi tumechoka. Thomas, a good evening Sky from Houston, thank you very much. Please like this video. So the fact that he is going to address Kenyans and he's going to answer questions from non-journalists can only say that he needs publicity. But we know that there is this Sam Gituko from Citizen TV who comes with facts. How I wish that you be there, because Sam Gituko and Eric Latif from KTN, these are two respectable journalists, and they normally comes with facts. So William Samoei Ruto is going to be embarrassed badly. Although he wants publicity, he should be ready to be embarrassed with the facts, especially from Sam Gituko and Eric Latif. And like many other journalists, ni mtu ambaye anapata atakutana na maswali mengi sana. So Sadula Benjamin, you want to repeat his rise to make them truth. Thank you, Sadula. So should we say lying TV instead of live TV? Sadula. Yeah, you know, Kenyans have been used so much to William Samoei Ruto's lying, such that he doesn't talk the truth. The fact that he wants publicity, because for sure he's coming because of publicity, just like any other politician, is a fact. He wants publicity. So that interview is meant to ensure that he has remained visible. Because you need, one thing I know is that once you are seen many times, especially on the national screens, national TVs, then the visibility is very, very important in politics. And what a good time, other than Saturday evening, when everybody has come out of church, when people are waiting for their mothers and fathers to prepare supper, when people are resting at home. So we are hoping that, as we have said, that stima hazitapotea because of what we have been experiencing. So the fact that William Samoei Ruto is a man, jambo moja ambalo tunajua kuhusu William Samoei Ruto is a populist president. He's a populist president. And one thing that is happening to William Samoei Ruto, unknown to many, William Samoei Ruto has now spin doctors from other countries, by the way, Wazungu. He has hired them to manage his PR because it is very, very funny. For it has attended in search of relevance where hope is all gone. Yeah, I agree with you that he's coming at a time, he's addressing the people at a time when the hope is almost gone. So the second thing in my view, he wants to divert attention. William Samoei Ruto is having that public meeting, that live coverage in State House, just to divert the attention of the people. So karibuni, naona Sosa, Limpopo, hi Skyman, hi Sosa, Janet Wageshi, sasa Skyman, poa sana, I can't start lies. My TV will be off this evening. You are not alone. Mike Anyole, there is nothing he's going to talk about. Uganda, Congo have given him a middle finger. Yeah, they have shown him a middle finger. Remember, they are complaining a lot. And remember also, there are this issue of Congo that are coming, ambapo tunaona things that are happening. You do not expect some factions to come and announce some coalitions here in Kenya unless you have an approval from the highest lad in the office. So guys, feel free to comment, because when William Samoei Ruto now comes on TV, expect a lot of lies. So Jono, nakupata kaka vizuri kutoka hapa CBD. Asante sana. BS News Alert. As usual, he's coming to make his normal noise and maybe declare new lies he has been thinking of. That's very interesting. And by the way, yesterday I heard him saying that politicians should stop lying. And I felt like switching off the TV when I heard him saying that politicians should stop lying. And he's the father of lies in Kenyan politics. So Irene Kioi, karibu, akishindwa kujibu atasema nilikuwa nimewaona. Yeah. He want to divert the attention of the prevailing situation. Because you see, when you look at the country, things are very hot. Things are becoming elephant. Every day, we are seeing very, very issues that were not there before. And if you listen to Kenyans, as one of our fans have said here, people have completely lost hope. People have completely lost hope with William Samoei Ruto. Na kile ambacho kipo ni kwamba ukimsikiliza vizuri utaona kwamba he will try to bring people together. So ladies and gentlemen, feel free to comment in the comment section. For those of you who are joining, please like the video as you join us. Felixa Atideke ati upaga sio wa kukatakata sukuma wiki. Hivyo ndivyo alisema, by the way. Now if you ask me, this is written in Wananchi. Huku ni kutisha watu, by the way. Ni kutisha watu, if you ask me. Hassan Ali Wario, my favorite channel. Thank you very much. The country is at stake. Kenya Kwanza government have lost the direction. It is true. When you hear the president threatening Kenyans who are going to court, ati wale wanaenda court kupiga serikali, ati the SWAT, ati sio ya kukata nyama, sio ya kukata sukuma wiki, it is coming from the president. So one thing that I think William Samoei Ruto is doing, he is actually he has turned out to be an autocrat. He has turned out to be a dictator. He has turned out to be an authoritarian president. Somebody who can do anything, because kule kutisha watu, ati ule upaga sio wa kukata sukuma wiki, sio wa kukata nyama. And he's doing this because people are going to court to oppose some of his taxes, some of his policies. And Kenyans have all the rights to go to court. That's why the courts are there to arbitrate. Who said that William Samoei Ruto is above the constitution? Nobody is above the law. We are all equal and should be treated equal before the law. So, ladies and gentlemen, the fact that he's coming live is that he wants to divert the attention of the prevailing situation, kwa sababu mambo yamezidi. In fact, maji yamezidi uga, kitubua kimeingia mchanga. So that is why he is coming out. He wants to try and save the situation. The other thing, in my view, why William Samoei Ruto is coming on live TV, he has been rattled by Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. For those of you who have been watching this channel, remember in the morning I told you how Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and Mama Ngina Kenyatta constructed a church which goes by the name John the Baptist. And I told you John the Baptist had come to prepare the way of Jesus Christ. So here, the name John the Baptist has a political angle. So it's like Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was telling us, he is preparing the way for another leader. He's preparing the way for another leader. Janet, I heard about Wainaina in the Cathedral Church, my church, and I was very, very happy watching Wainaina telling or speaking truth to the power. We are going to discuss some of these issues that he said. Mike Anyori anasema, Uhuru will be mentioned as causing the JKIA leakage, power blackouts, and handshake. RUTO Kwisha, Nico UK, watching you. Thank you very much. Please like our video, thank you for commenting. So the fact that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is coming out very actively in politics, because if you ask me, what is happening now is that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is joining active politics, and he's coming with a lot of energy. That is why he is revamping a Jubilee Party. We have seen Jubilee Party rebranding. We saw them in Muranga, we saw Jubilee in Kilifi, we saw it in Nyeri, and they are coming out in large numbers. So the fact that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is now taking over Mount Kenya and is consolidating his base is something that is worrying William Samoei Ruto. And you see now, he is coming at a time when William Samoei Ruto is at his lowest. So when he's coming to address us on a live media, on live television, you see, he wants to now divert that attention from Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, divert that attention from issues that are hurting to common mwananchi, and again, people can forget about Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Because Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, of late, has been coming out and has been interacting with the diplomats. We saw him interacting with the American ambassador, Meg Whitman. We also saw him interacting with the British High Commissioner, not America, the Chinese ambassador. And when we look at these countries, they are superpowers. Although the grapevine has said that these powers won't convince Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta to support the National Dialogue Committee report. Contrary to that, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta has learned the lesson that keeping quiet does not help. So just like Obama, he's coming out and he doesn't care. So we are going to witness a very, very active former president. So ladies and gentlemen, the other issue why he is coming out on a live TV, he is campaigning for 2027. He is utilizing any chance that comes his way. So Janet Wageshi, remember President Uhuru Kenyatta's warning about the sword being in the wrong hands. In fact, I think that was his last speech. That is the last speech that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta gave, that the sword is good, can be used for good things, can be used for bad things. It depends on who has the sword, just like the gun, just like the loaded gun. So if you give a loaded gun to a child, what do you expect? The child can harm himself, the child can harm you. So that is what we did. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta gave a sword to somebody who is very, very dangerous. That is what we can say here. So for those of you who are joining, please like the video, please comment in the comment section. We are discussing the impending live coverage by William Samoei Ruto, and all the media stations will be there in State House. How I wish I was invited. Gedhi wa Karanu, Kenyans, we need to shape our own destiny through wise voting. We need leaders who can build the country from the village upwards. I agree with you. Well, you see, hii mambo ya nini ya ukabila, hiyo ndio imemaliza hii Kenya. kwamba tumekuwa tukidanganywa, unaambiwa sijui mkabila huyu anafanya hivi, whereas we know that these politicians have a lot in common and they belong to the same tribe, the tribe of the rich. Hawa watu wengine wote they belong to another tribe. Their language for the rich, akina Uhuru, akina Ruto, their language is money. But all what we are saying here is that William Samoei Ruto coming on live coverage, he is campaigning for 2027. William Samoei Ruto is one person who will utilize any chance that comes his way. So, he has been campaigning. We have seen him on top of vehicles, rooftop of vehicles. Na watu wamekuwa wakiuliza, huyu rais anafanya kazi lini? In fact, I have had conversation with people, especially from East Africa, Uganda and Tanzania. And they were like, when does William Samoei Ruto goes to office? When does he work? When does he sit down with his advisors? Watu kama kina David D, unajua tuliwasikia jana attacking Pauline Njoroge. You see, and kina Mutahi Gunyi attacking Pauline Njoroge. And that was stooping too low, if you ask me. So these are the kind of people who are expected to advise the president. So what we are saying here is that he has already started the campaign for 2027. So that is why he's utilizing that chance. And once he come on live TV, even people who have never seen him, watamuona, watamsikiliza. Although many people are not willing to listen to William Samoei Ruto. By the way, sijai kuona mtu ambaye amechosha wananchi kama William Samoei Ruto. Kibaki, for 10 years, people supported Kibaki. Waliendelea tu na maisha. Waliendelea tu kumsikiliza. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was also very popular, including the last days. But William Samoei Ruto is becoming a lame president very, very fast. He's not even done for 2 years. He has not been to office for 2 years. I think he has been in office for about 15, 16 months. But he has become very, very unpopular. And here comes the election for 2027. I have always opined in this channel that unless a miracle happens between now and 2027, William Samoei Ruto will be a one-term president. You can take that to the bank and ask for a loan. He'll be, in fact, he's the easiest president to defeat. I strongly believe that William Samoei Ruto can even be defeated by Wajakoya. I can tell you, Wajakoya can easily defeat William Samoei Ruto. Kalonzo will defeat him in the morning if he'll be on the ballot. If Uhuru and Raila Amolo Odinga decide to support Kalonzo by 9 a.m. in the morning, it will be done. William Samoei Ruto should forget the presidency. So he is now trying to utilize that chance to come out and start campaigning early. And he's going to expect a lot of these things to happen. I'm telling you now, he has been doctors who are coming, who are advising him. Now he need to come out, and once he comes out, ajaribu kwanza sasa kutafuta kura, because 2027 is approaching very, very fast. And just like any other politician, because you see, politicians always campaign. And you see, power is very sweet. Power is very, very sweet. And because power is very, very sweet, he needs to campaign for that post. Otherwise, kitaenda. Hicho kiti kitaenda, by the way. He has been telling us, ni Mungu alimketisha katika kile kiti cha enzi. That is what Kenyans were told. We swallowed hook, line and sinker. But now, matunda yenyewe tunayaona. And William Samoei Ruto is alive to this fact. So the fact that he is coming to campaign, we cannot ignore that fact. The other reason why, or the other objective that this live coverage is intended to achieve is to manage, is public relation. Hii ni mambo ya PR. Just PR. That, if there's one person who plays with the minds of Kenyans, it is William Samoei Ruto. Remember the way he told parliamentarians, ati vile alipigia simu mtu wa mkokoteni, alafu akaanza kupiga makofi. Yeah, power gamer Jaguar. Ruto will not be one-term president, but we need him out soonest and jailed. Power gunner Jaguar. Why do you think he'll not be a one-term president? Because, according to me, he cannot win the 2027 elections. Because already, the people who supported him cannot vote for him. I'm sure I have told you that in Mount Kenya, if you bring Wajakoya on the ballots or any other person and William Samoei Ruto will be lucky to get 20% of the votes in Mount Kenya. Maybe in Kalenjin, he can get maybe 50 or 60%. So how can he win the second term? So what we are saying here, this is PR. This public live TV coverage at State House is just PR. Kwa sababu unajua public relation is very, very important. William Samoei Ruto is not currently in touch with common mwananchi. Ukiangalia vizuri sana, and that's why you saw even in Jamhuri Day, they had to bring primary school kids to say Ruto, 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 Ruto. Watoto, imagine. Watoto. Because sasa watu kwa sababu amepoteza umaarufu, now he can sink to the lowest. Who does that anyway? Who does that? Hiring, or I don't know whether they were hired or they were forced to come and cheer the president. Joshi, karibu, Ibukwa, Wheelbarrow, zilienda wapi? Unajua wheelbarrow is not even a good, it's not even a good symbol to be used in a modern Kenya. Unajua we are in a different era. Unajua wheelbarrow is something that okay, nothing wrong with the wheelbarrow, but even the symbol itself is not good if you ask me. It signifies hard labor, kama slavery if you ask me. Sababu ni kazi gumu, na kazi gumu kusema kweli tunaifanya. So it is PR, and you want to manage the people, and because of that is why he has invited the minister media in State House. But I want you to look at listen very carefully, the kind of questions that these journalists are going to ask. The other reason why he is having this live coverage is because of the winning popularity. The winning popularity of the president, the winning popularity of the cabinet secretaries, his government, members of parliament, especially those from UDA and Kenya Kwanza. That is a fact. You have seen of late that once the CS, cabinet secretaries, come to the ground, wanafukuzwa na watu. We saw it in Machakos. We saw Penina Malonza being jeered, shouted down by the people. We saw Murkomen. We saw Davis Churchill in the presence of William Samoei Ruto. And by the way, even Moses Kuria. It happened to Moses Kuria in the Kikuyu community. So you can see what I'm telling you. So if you sample this, it is from all corners of the wheat. This government is very, very unpopular. So the fact that it is very, very unpopular, you find now William Samoei Ruto inviting media houses such that he can now try to be closer to the people. Sadula Benjamin, the TV show cannot change the bitterness in the hearts of the people, especially the workers who have been robbed ruthlessly through punitive taxation. Even Bibiliko Sakayo was fair. That is true. Felista anasema only Wamushoba standing high in Mount Kenya nowadays. It is true. But if Azimio, because umeona akina Jeremiah Kioni, they are coming. I think on Friday they were in Muranga, and people are very happy. The town hall meeting had so many people. Mike is saying, is there a clause in the constitution that allows the common mwananchi to recall their MP? Yes, there is. That's what we need to make them work for us. It is there. I think we just need some signatures. I'm not sure about the number of signatures that you need. And then the MP is recalled. And that's what should happen. If that happens, I think we will be very, very happy. But the problem with our people is that corruption is a problem in these people, in this country. Sababu watamwaga pesa, and wakimwaga pesa, it will become very, very hard to recall the MP. So the fact that William Samoei Ruto is having a live TV coverage, the fact that he has invited the ministry media in State House to maybe address some issues for PR, in fact, it is because of the waning popularity. This government is losing popularity every passing minute, every passing second. So, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are joining the channel, this is Gachie Skyman TV. Please like this video, comment, let us interact through the comment section. And what kind of issues do you expect to emerge in this interview? Because according to me, there are some issues that these journalists should actually ask. Geoffrey Apodi, thank you, Toman. People are tired with Kamagu regime of lies. It is true, we have said it, that people are tired. And that is why he is trying to come and try to manage the people and kutafuta 2PR. So is he going to succeed? So what issues do we expect this man, allow him to call him this man, to address? What kind of questions do you expect the journalists to ask? Mwagi Samuel Karibu, Kenyans are not fools. What he's doing won't change anything. In the ground, people are fed up with this Kenya Kwanza regime. You can see, Felix Alsema, please, brethren, like the video. Asante sana, please like the video. I can see we have 43 and 16 likes, so a number of people have not liked the video. Please like the video. So what are the issues that are likely to emerge here? The first thing that I think any sane journalist should ask William Samoei Ruto is about the borderless nation. This idea of having free visas should be addressed. Sagwa Enterprise, which interview? Yeah, we are having, for those of you who are joining, William Samoei Ruto is going to have a live coverage between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. So stay tuned to any mainstream media, maybe Citizen TV, KTN, Inoro, Ramogi, everywhere. So this is what we are analyzing here, for those of you who are joining late. And you have just look at the objectives, why William Samoei Ruto is going to, or has invited the mainstream media house at State House. So here we are looking at the various issues that we expect the journalists to address and the president to address. So people like Samuel Tuko, because they are very competent, people like Eric Latif, should ask him to explain the effects of having a borderless Kenya, a country without border, whereby everybody is free to come. We are expecting an influx of foreigners in this country from January, because you don't need any visa. A friend of mine was telling me, all the way from America, that our rating internationally is winning every day. Every day. Even our passport value is decreasing. I think we are rated, is it number what? 70 something. And when Uhuru was there, our passport, I think, was number 40 something. Now that he's going to open the border, he need to address Kenyans. Somebody is asking, ushauri wa mjoba, Kenyans are learning their lessons and regrets why they elected Zakayo. That is what is happening everywhere. And ushauri wa mjoba, thank you for that comment. So what we are saying here, ladies and gentlemen, we expect him to tell Kenyans how is he going to secure the nation. Because you see, tuseme watu kama Boko Haram wakuje. How is he going to know that these are Boko Haram people who are coming here? Joshi Bokwa, kungekuwa na kitu kama midterm ambapo tunaweza kutoa rais kama mwaka ama mmoja na nusu hivi. That one, unless we change the constitution. Irene is saying, Skyman, listen to him. Then tomorrow I'll watch your video. Thank you, I'll do that. Mwagi Samuel. We saw last week Moses Kuria being saved by Kafoko, who requested the crowd not to boo and heckle him. It is true. You know what is happening in the crowd? William Samoei Ruto and Kenya Kwanza have lost favor with the people. And the reason why people like Kafogo were pushed away by William Samoei Ruto is because people like Kabogo are not guys that you can push over. They are people with their own stands. They are people with their own principles. And even in 2017, that is why they were never elected. Because William Samoei Ruto managed to kick them out of Jubilee. So they could not be elected. Not that they were not popular, but they were leaked out during the nomination. So that is why you see he is coming out now to save that situation during that live coverage. So William Samoei Ruto. So we are looking now at the issues that we expect that the journalists will ask, and we need clarification. And we have just said that this issue of visa, that Kenya is a free visa country, need to be addressed. Wajiri wa boy akwende na huko na wapi aende kabisa, na akwende na huko aende kabisa, ni sawa. And because you see, if we say that Kenya is a borderless nation, then it means any Ugandan want to come to Kenya, you come. Anybody from Somali, hata Al-Shabaab wakitaka kuja watakuja. Jennifer Maya karibu. People like Abdikadir should ask Ruto about the diligence of opening borders. Was there, no, due diligence of opening the borders? Was there public participation? There wasn't. And by the way, I'm not sure whether he's going to allow Abdikadir. I'm not sure. Because this is one of the journalists I would wish that he be allowed to interview him, because he also shoots below the belt and he doesn't miss any words. He's a very good guy. He's a very good journalist, together with Sam Tuko and Eric Latif. But do you think, because what I know is that the spin doctors may interfere with the journalist, the list of journalists who will go there, because unajua hiki ni kitu ambapo wanajaribu kukwepa. Lakini kuna watu wengine ambao wanaenda pale wako na uoga. I know another friend of mine, Nancy from KBC, Nancy Lokwalo, Lokwalo, nakina mjua tu Nancy. Nancy somehow is also a very good journalist. But once they go there, I think he is not given enough time. If she'll be there, I want you to watch. Utaona kwamba they will not give him enough space. And I don't know why. Because at one time she interviewed me in KBC, and I know she's a very good journalist, and she doesn't also miss any word. Sarah Kariuki karibu, good analysis. Skyman, asante sana. Jennifer Mawea, karibuni tena kina Wajiro. Naona tunazidi kushirikiana hapa. It is good when we interact. So the other issue that I expect William Samoei Ruto or the journalist to address is the cost of fuel. This issue of cost of fuel is the one that brought a lot of confusion, and it is the one that made Pauline Njoroge to be insulted by David D. David D insulted Pauline Njoroge that she could not even know what was happening during Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's time. And the language that he used was uncouth from most standard. And you can imagine somebody who is advisor of the president stooping too low and talking about trying to shame a woman just because it's coming from a woman. Again, we also saw Mutahi Gunyi also trying to attack Pauline Njoroge. So the issue of fuel, the cost of fuel, need to be addressed here. Because William Samoei Ruto should explain to us why the fuel prices are increasing in Kenya, where the international prices are coming down. So, ni nani anaiba pesa? Nani anaiba? Because you cannot convince us that the price in Uganda are lower, in Tanzania are lower than in Kenya. And you cannot, he needs also to explain to why Kenya should pay 45% of the cost of fuel goes to tax. Why should we tax like that? By the way, do you know Kenya ndio watu wanalipa kodi ya juu sana kwa mafuta in the world? This is strange if you ask me. So we need to explain to us why the cost of petrol, diesel, and kerosene is coming up in Kenya, even when the international prices are coming down. The truth shall set us free. Karibu sana. Hello. By the way, the truth shall set us free is a TV channel, and he normally has a very good staff. Maybe you can visit her there, and we like the way she has also been very supportive to us. So let us, William Samoei Ruto tell Kenyans why this is happening. Jennifer Mawea, tourist, I'm going for popcorns. Dr. Sam Tuko will do the math and bet you me. Ruto's maths will not match up. I agree with you. Because, you know, Samuel Tuko is the kind of journalist who comes with facts. Leo nimefika kuchelewa, lakini nimefika. Is everyone okay? Yeah, everyone is okay. So watu wasalimiana, ni vizuri watu kujuana, because one of the objectives of this live coverage is for even people, members of this channel, to continue even interacting among themselves. Sababu hapa nimekuja kugundua kwamba wengi wameshakuwa marafiki. Unaweza kusalimia mwenzako, it is allowed, because here we don't have a lot of bureaucracy. So another issue that we expect these journalists to address, when you look at the president, he has turned out to be a rogue president. If from all angles, William Samoei Ruto is a rogue president. Because where do you find a president telling Kenyans, just like Janet told us here, that this sword si ya kukata mboga, this sword si ya kukatakata nyama? And you remember you were warned by Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And he's saying this because some Kenyans are going to court to challenge some of his policies. So why should you now, when Kenyans are challenging you, why should you threaten them? So that is why I'm saying he should be asked why he has turned out to be a rogue president. Remember the other day when he was in Kajiado, remember when the finance bill was now to be taken to parliament, he was telling Kenyans, nagoja, naangalia wacha wabunge, naangalia nione nani ambaye atapiga. Let me see who is going to vote against the finance bill. That is threatening. That is being rogue. Yeah, Simon Tamoy comment on Everett Wainaina today. Someone at ACK Nairobi. Yeah, we are coming to that. In fact, we are coming to that because you see, when you look at what he was saying, Wainaina was actually addressing these issues. The issues that he was raising are actually very, very important to us. For example, he talked about that issue of fuel. In fact, he asked the people that this government is rogue, because I'm saying that the journalists should ask William Samoei Ruto to explain some of these things. Why we should have a borderless nation, about the cost of living, the cost of fuel, why the fuel is coming down. In fact, Reverend, is it a provost, Wainaina, from All Saint Cathedral, address this issue. And most of the things that we are addressing here are the same that he said, and he wants the government to talk about. And I'm happy that the church is now coming out very strongly. In fact, the church of Akina Alexander Muge, I saw it today in the cathedral. The church of Gitari, Bishop Gitari, I saw it now when I saw the provost Wainaina talking about this government. I knew that now we are headed in the right direction. When now people start speaking the truth, when people see what should be done and start doing it, then we are facing the right direction. Samo Mwagi, those two goons stooped solo to attack a lady like Pauline Njoroge. They showed the guiltiness. That is why they did so, as Pauline said the bare truth. Yeah, you know, kwa Kikuyu kuna a proverb that say, "Thia yathura mumianereri," that a deer or a gazelle hates the one who shouts that it is here, because you see, once you shout, you are actually telling people that you are putting its life in danger. So the fact that Pauline Njoroge now shouted and told Kenyans that we are being exploited here, it is something that rattled them. So I agree with you, Samuel, that these people were stooping too low. So the journalist should ask William Samoei Ruto why he is threatening Kenyans for going to courts, why he was threatening members of parliament, those who voted against the finance bill, because if you ask me, we have lost parliament. We don't have a parliament here. Jameni hatuna. Raila Amolo Odinga alituambia bunge haina nini? Haina meno, haina pembe, na kitu ingine. Sijui kama mlisikia, alisema haina nini? The truth shall set us free. Mwagi Samora, very, very true. There, guys, it's good when we interact. So visit The Truth Shall Set Us Free in 1985 TV. You also learn something there. So what we are saying here, Raila yesterday also addressed this issue of parliament that has lost three things. I want you to finish the other one. or you can tell your friend, parliament, bunge haina pembe, bunge haina meno na haina kitu kingine ambacho kinaanza na M. So maliza. I don't want to kusema vile Raila alisema, because unajua sasa Raila is allowed to use that kind of language, but me I'm not allowed. So what we are saying, this journalist should ask William Samoei Ruto why he is now controlling parliament. Because you see, parliament is supposed to provide oversight, parliament is supposed to make law, parliament is supposed to amend law, but William Samoei Ruto is supposed to implement those laws, but still forcing those. Sio kuambia tumfanye hivi. Joseph Bukwa, sehemu nyeti haina. Ni kweli haina. Bunge haina, by the way, ni hanithi. Ni hanithi, imehasiriwa. Kwa Kiswahili tunasema imehasiriwa. It has been castrated. And who has castrated parliament? It is William Samoei Ruto. For instance, is saying, imagine how the nation is bleeding. There's a guy who will come to defend what? Puda ameaguka. He is just laughing at us, nothing more. It is true. But because you see, if you remember, the controller of budget told us that that issue was raised by Wainaina. That's why I'm saying where this, what we are discussing here is very much related to what the provost was saying at All Saint Cathedral. God's River is saying, so nia ya Zakayo ni kuchija wa Kenya na hiyo sword. He told us, so that's what was written. Huyu Zakayo anajisaga sana akiongea kweli, Nikitas. So this president told us he's unstoppable, but God can stop him, and Kenyans can stop him. That one I can assure you. Irene, where is Gachagua to sue state capture? Unajua, parliament has been captured, that one you know. So what we are saying here is that what the provost was saying today is very much related to what we are saying here. Because Wainaina was asking, how can the government spend 2.2 billion for within 2 months? How can the government spend 23 million every day? Not the government, sorry for that. William Samoei Ruto in State House. So in State House, we are told by the controller of budget, Margaret Nyakango, that is why they are arresting her the other day, that parliament is spending 23 million every day. That is about 1 million per hour. Can you imagine William Samoei Ruto, State House, 1 million per hour? Sasa wanakula wakifanya nini jameni? Nimechoka na mambo ya Ruto. Mwenyewe ana kiburi, at the same time anatukejeli sisi wa Kenya. Ni kama sasa yeye ndiye mwenye nchi. Hasemezeki is the final. Yeye ndiye kusema, but soon ataanguka. You know, pride comes before a fall. And what has happened is that William Samoei Ruto, power has gone completely into his head. And you know, absolute power corrupt, absolutely. This is where we are, ladies and gentlemen. So, the fact that he's coming live, I expect journalists, I expect our respectable journalists to explain, to ask him how State House is spending 23 million every day and about 1 million per hour. Let him explain, because you see, although he talk about austerity measures, he is doing the contrary to what he's telling us. So he's preaching water and drinking wine. So he is not honest. And this is happening when people are crying. This is happening when kuna shida nyingi sana jameni. The other thing I expect the journalists to ask William Samoei Ruto is about the depreciation of the Kenyan shilling. What is he doing? And why is he lying to us that the economy is stable? Najua watu wengi wanaona ya kwamba, wanaamini ya kwamba what he is going to say there is not true. What he is going to tell us there is not true. Whatever he is going to say, Kenyans will not accept that any statement from him. So let him address the issue of the depreciation of Kenyan shilling. In fact, he should be reminded that one time he told us in a public television, in a national TV, that the dollar was going to come down in a very phenomenal way. and the exchange rate would be Kenyan shilling 115 to the dollar. Today, before I came to this show, I realized that the dollar was at 155. 155. So let him explain who advises him, because he seem to have the facts. So if our journalists are going to be equal to the task, if they'll be candid enough, they should put him to the task. Gathi Wakarano, he is trying to raise the poll numbers. The problem is the more the lies, the lower the polls. Numbers don't lie. It is true, you know. The fact is that he's no longer the most popular politician today. Jeshi Bukwa, Kenya haina judiciary na parliament. Yeah, ni kweli. BS News alert. Go to spend as much to repay himself for the suffering he underwent, lustering and hustling chicken. Yeah, that one is interesting. So what we are saying here is that he should explain to us why he is getting the wrong information. He should also explain to us, in fact, journalists should ask him why he is contradicting the CS Treasury. CS Treasury anatuambia the economy is in the ICU and they are struggling to pay taxes. William Samoei Ruto, on the other hand, is telling us that the economy is stable. Karibu Luce, asante sana. Hello everyone, Luce. Those of you who can be able to visit Luce, visit her in her channel also. Felista Atideke. The last time I changed, it was 1 to 110. That is 2021. You can imagine now how the shilling is getting a beating by the dollar. So let William Samoei Ruto explain to us why he is contradicting his CS Treasury and how who advises him. Because whoever advises him seems to be giving the people the wrong information. And one thing that William Samoei Ruto need to know is that he may talk, you know, one thing I know about William Samoei Ruto, he's very good when it comes to talking. Nakumbuka maneno matam. Remember Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, the way he told us that William Samoei Ruto is very good na maneno matam. But are the people feeling that change that he's saying that he has stabilized the economy? God's favor is saying Zakayo will never explain, rather he is here to confuse people. Kenyans na wapubavu bado wanadanganywa na wanapiga makofi. I think we should not clap. We should not. In fact, there is nothing to clap for William Samoei Ruto. And the only good thing with William Samoei Ruto's cabinet is that most of these guys are healthy. They are healthy. Hiyo ndio, hakuna kitu kingine kizuri. Just kuona wako na nguvu, wako na afya nzuri. That's the only good thing I see. Shiro in Oakland. Hi everyone, karibu Shiro. Yeah, those of you can also visit Shiro. Shiro in Oakland is one of our supporters, and he has a very good channel. Normally, nani akimaliza mnaweza enda huko kwake. Mtasikia pia na yeye, and she's all the way to in American. So we can see Kenyans. Hatuko peke yetu. We are interacting here. So let us also expect the journalists that they are not going to let us down. The truth shall let us free. 1995, karibu Shiro, I am here. So vizuri, watu wajuana ni vizuri, watu wakijuana. So again, let the journalists ask the president about the inhuman taxes. Sasa, na tuliwaambia mtalipa kodi ya kuku. If you are keeping chicken, you'll be paying taxes. For every chicken, 60 bob. If you are rearing daily cattle, for every cow that you are keeping, 1,200 per year. If you are keeping what? A donkey, is it 8,000? Yeah. For a goat, for every goat, 6,000. Is it 600? 600, yeah. For every sheep, 650. So this is what we are calling inhuman tax. Sasa, kama mimi, like now, me have 3 cats. I have 2 dogs in my compound. So he expects me to pay for this. And for those of you who keeps ornamental birds, woe unto you. Nini ndio mtalipa pesa nyingi. And KRA officials will be knocking on your door to show if you have the permit for every cow you are keeping. So let our journalists ask William Samoei Ruto these questions. For those of you who are joining this channel for the first time, please, this is Gachie Skyman TV. Please like this video, comment, and we are expecting William Samoei Ruto to have a live coverage because he has invited the mainstream media at State House today between Kenyan time, 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. So Kenyans will be glued on TV to listen to these lies because we have a lying president and a flying president at the same time. So we expect lies to fly all over from all corners. So something else that I expect them to ask is about the grand corruption. Gathi Wakarano, Ruto is such a disgrace. How did we end up here? Kwamba alichaguliwa na watu, but there was top up here and there. Top up. He's very good at top up. Yeah, sure, crowd is saying Ruto ameagusha watu. Kabisa. It is true. How are people saying, in America? Watu wanasemaje? You also voted in America. Maybe you can tell us what people are saying there. Because you see now, the fact that he's coming out as a clueless president, the fact that William Samoei Ruto is leading a government that is hopelessly corrupt. Hawa watu wanaiba kila kitu. I told you, wataiba hata bole ya ng'ombe. Wataiba hata ile miti inafanya nyumba isimame. Wataiba hata migoba ya dizi shambani. They are going to steal everything. And you can see now, they are on a looting spree. I remember during the campaign, Charity Giro, who in Azimio, talked about the looting Ruto. And there was a song in America. People were singing the looting Ruto. And people were laughing. And it is coming out to pass. By the way, I also understand. Kuna kashamba kameenda pale Dadora dumping site. Something like that. I am Lucy saying, lying and flying president. Yes, God's favor. Mimi kusema ukweli, sinaga nguvu ya kusikiza Zakayo. Heri nizime TV, hata hapa YouTube. Heri nisikuru, nisimsikize. Felicitas Acted is saying, Malik Muhammad, karibu. Do you think Rao can get votes in Mount Kenya if he runs in 27? Yes. I've told you, even Wajakoya can defeat William Samoei Ruto. And pia runs, ni watu wengi from UK, wamekuja kwa wengi. And runs from UK has a channel also, and she talks also about Kenyan's issues. You can visit her channel. Late. Hi everyone, karibu auntie. You can see now, people have a lot of interest with this channel. You can see, I've told you that people from all corners comes here and we share ideas and we discuss our country. So those of you who are joining late, like the video, please. Those of you who are watching us, we are expecting William Samoei Ruto live at State House, and the mainstream media are going to converge there. So we are expecting the kind of questions that should be asked there. We have also looked at why it is coming at this time, the objectives of this interview, because he's the one who has invited them. And it's the second time we are seeing him doing this. He's a very good, he's very good when it comes to PR. He knows how to manage the expectations of the people. So something else, let the journalist ask him about the parastatus. William Samoei Ruto is very keen on selling parastatus. Kenya International Convention Center, hiyo itaenda. New KCC, itaenda. Kuna zingine kama vile Kenya Seeds Company, hiyo itaenda. Bill Gates is going to come here and buy it. KCC will be bought by those people from Rift Valley. I don't know. And something like also maize, whatever you go, millers you go, Western rice millers you also go. Kila kitu kinaenda. I am Lucy, auntie, Pia Rant. I'm good, thank you. Karibuni from wherever you are. Karibuni, we are happy when we interact. So let William Samoei Ruto explain to Kenyans why it is important to sell these parastatus. Highly favored. Skyman, are you sure Togeges will not vote for the RUTO if we vote today? Why? Unajua, once beaten, twice shy. Highly favored. That's true. Once beaten, twice shy. Kiswahili, Mtu akiumwa na nyoka, akiona kaba na ruka, na ukiwa mrefu kama mimi, sijui utaanguka wapi. Show you no crowd, ransom fine. Karibuni, nyote karibuni, and please let us interact. So, why do you think William Samoei Ruto is in a hurry to sell the parastatals? Kenyatta was there, did not sell them. Kibaki revived KCC, new KCC, such that we will know when anytime you have a milk glut, people would take their milk to new KCC. Lakini sasa Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta also akafua like something like the Kenya Meat Commission. It was given to the KDF. They started making a lot of profit. Now all these things will be sold. So sasa anauza nini sasa jameni? Like now, if we sells Kenya Seeds Company, why will be the farmers? If we sells new KCC, mkulima maziwa atakuwa wapi? Yes, you want to sell parastatals to the cronies. He has opened the borders, by the way. This will be strange. So next year, expect influx of refugees will be coming here. Watu kutoka Somali from all corners will be trooping here. And runs from UK saying, Skyman, Kenyans are funny people. They get angry but don't act. Yeah, that's a very good observation from somebody who is in UK. And they say that in your channel so that it can go over the world. Hata nyinyi kwenu akina nini anti Pierrant akina Mruse mkienda huko kwenu abieni watu Kenya is burning, because that is the truth. Kenya is burning and we need to protect our country. The truth shall set us free. 1995 TV. Watu wa Ng'ambo wamejaza huku, asanteni sana, and visit them by the way. Visit them in their channels, because I'm sure you hear something there. And the good thing with most of these people, they come kuanzia saa 3, saa 4, all the way mpaka midnight. We also troop there and share some of the things. So the fact that our parastatals are going ni kumaanisha mama boga sijui itakuwa akipeleka boga wapi, sijui itakuwa kidunua akipata nini, sijui atapata begu wapi, pembejeo. Ladies and gentlemen, remember to like this video for those of you who are joining. And there's also this issue of Kenya power and darkness. Najua hata saa hizi tunaogopa stima zisipotee. Tunaogopa stima zisipotee. Because you see, just like Provost Wainaina said at All Saint Cathedral today, for those of us who are at the cathedral today, the Provost told Kenyans that while he was away, when he came back, he realized that the Kenya Power and Lighting Company has now changed the name to Kenya Power and Darkness Company. Jana watu wa Nakuru wengi walikuwa wananiambia kwao kulikuwa giza. Hata hapa I told you kuna wakati ambapo stima zilikuwa zinapimwa kama dawa. Vile kama unaabua zinakuja saa 5, some few minutes, and so on and so forth. But now today, because you'll be on live TV, most likely stima ziwezi kupotea. And I told you there's a community that is very happy wakati stima zinapotea, and there's another community that is very angry wakati stima zinapotea. When the steamer, when there's a blackout, power blackout, there are some people who make deals, and that is why you saw after that blackout, consecutive blackout ambayo ilikuja hivi kushtukia, you realize that now a lot of billions are now going there to offload the power lines. So tenda inatokea, pesa zinaachiliwa, but those people who works in Nairobi, Mount Kenya region, those people who use electricity, like Milky Machine, like the welders, they suffer a lot. Amrusi is saying, who will invest in a country that does not have stable supply of electricity? That's the big question. Highly favored. RUTO is making sure that GMO comes to Kenya, but selling these parastatals. By selling these parastatals, that is what you mean, yeah? Nothing but the truth. Yeah, nothing but the truth. Karibu sana. Moi Day's tactics. Yeah, nothing but the truth also has some issues that who anatuambia you visit her by the way, and you learn something from her channel also. So what we are saying here is that the fact that we have a very unreliable company in the name of Kenya Power and Darkness Company is something that the journalists should put him to task. Put William Samoei Ruto to task. Let him explain to us, why was it that during Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's time, we did not experience power blackout? Why risk the lives of Kenyans? And I pity those people who are landing in Kenya during that time, because JKIA was in total darkness. No standby generators, no nothing. The following day, they started blaming Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And nothing but the truth is saying Moidi's tactics, and they are back. Yeah. In fact, from all angles, a cow is always a cow, from whatever angle you look at it. Hata ukiangalia ng'ombe muangalie vipi, utaona tu ana masikio marefu na mkia mrefu. Kuna kitu tabadilisha. A cow is always a cow, from whatever angle you look at it. Sio maneno yangu, ni maneno ya wahega. Amruse, how embarrassing, no electricity at international airport. Yeah, it is even more embarrassing to say, because no standby generator. And they are blaming Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And don't forget again, I think journalists should also ask him about the leaking roof in JKIA. Can you imagine an international airport with leaking roof? Yani ati unakuja kwa mwavuli unajivunika na uko international airport. Imagine. This is our country. This is where we are. So let journalists not spare the president, because amejitolea. Ukiavulia nguo una budi kuyaogea. Hivyo ndivyo ilivyo. Unajua Wakenya vile tulifanya. Unajua wengi wetu hatukuwa tunafikiri William Samoei Ruto, because most of the things watu walikuwa nasema he is the one who was credited by William Samoei with Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta success, kama siye kwa sababu Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta alikuwa mlevi. But kunywa pombe kwani ni dhambi? Kunywa pombe ni dhambi? Even Jesus multiplied. Is it wine? Yeah, change water into wine. Yes. Kana ya gari. So drinking, you can drink and you are sober. There are some people who are sober when they are drunk. So the fact that William Samoei Ruto is a Bible welding politician or Bible welding president, si aliweka Biblia chini. Aliweka Biblia chini. He had lied to Kenyans that nikiweka Biblia chini, bei ya mafuta itakuwa hivi. Nikiweka Biblia chini, bei ya kila kitu. Mruse anti pia. Can you imagine what a first impression of a country that is known worldwide for its tourism? And naambia goja tu afungue mipaka. Kenya is now a visa-free country. Anybody can come. Boko Haram can come. Al-Shabaab can come. Anybody can come. So watu wakipigana kwa watakuwa wakikimbilia Kenya. Na hakuna mtu kuwauliza. And it's going to create a lot of security challenges in this country. I think it is important if kama agefungua mipaka kimpago. Anti pia Rans UK anasema ati Kenyatta alikuwa mlevi. that is what they used to tell us. Ati yule mlevi nini. Na sasa akikunywa. He knew what was happening. Amuse Kenya, walk in, walk out. Ni kweli, walk in, walk out. That's where we are. Kwamba the government doesn't care about the security of its people. A borderless nation is what Kenya will be from January, because he has given a date. But the good thing is that Kenyans asking questions. Lakini wakiuliza maswali wanatishwa na president, anawaambia this sword si ya kukata nyama, this sword si ya kukata sukuma wiki. That is what he's telling us, because they are asking him. There was no public participation when you opened the border, when you declared the country is visa free. So you just give an executive order, which will not happen. Highly favored. Anasema nini? Afadhali kulewa pombe than kulewa wizi. I agree with you. Josh Boko anasema journalists wakimuuliza maswali mazito atazima stima. I've told you it is possible, but he should be carpeted. He should be. Unajua aulizwe maswali bila kujali, because he is the one who has asked for this interview. He is the one who should be answer this interview. Kenya mliambiwa mambo ni matatu. Ni kweli tuliambiwa, lakini hatukusikia. Kwa nini? Sikio la kufa halisikii dawa. Na tena the fact that he's telling us, even the fact that he's telling us that mambo ni matatu, that is being rogue if you ask me. There's the constitution. Ruse Cornell, this is very dangerous. He should think twice. I agree with you. He should think twice. Kwa sababu we cannot just risk our country like that. We can't. Like now, if you look at Somali is not stable. Somali is not stable. And how I wish that if we were to open the border, he do it kimpago hivi. Labda pole pole, anze na, like now, Somali, kama if it's possible, then you go to Uganda, then you go to, like that. Lakini sasa kuamka siku moja, because one thing that Kenyans is facing, Kenyans are being confronted by the action of a populist president. A president who can do anything, who can say anything, just remain relevant. Akisikia tu makofi, anasema chochote kizuri ambacho watu wanataka kusikia. Lying all the time, telling people things that they don't, that they want to hear. I remember he promised diapers to women who are giving birth for 3 months. Ni wangapi wamepewa? How many? Do you know of any woman ambaye amepewa diapers na William Samoei Ruto? Because that is what he promised. Remember, even the Hustlers Funds is collapsing, but he's not telling Kenyans. But that's a fact. Hustlers Funds is on the verge of collapse. Lakini kusema ukweli hatuabii hivyo ndivyo ilivyo. Again, there is also the issue of insecurity. Insecurity. The crime is increasing in Kenya. I remember Canada gave travel advisory to its citizens, and the reason was 1, crime, number 2, blackouts. So when you see now our friends in the international community, when you see our friends now lamenting, then there's a problem. I've told you, when you see a toad running in the daytime, know that somebody is after its life. And a goat does not just wake up and start bleating. There must be something. The Truth Shall Set Us Free, 1995 TV, the way airport staff harass Kenyans coming back home. Ni crazy. It is true. Ruse Cornell, I love President Ruto. I love President Ruto to go up 10 years, but he is overworked without taking other things to account. You know, huu rais wetu hapumziki, hatulii, ni mtalii. Rais wetu hatulii, ni mzururaji. Rais wetu hatulii, ni mpiga siasa. And he is everywhere. In fact, Kenyans make jokes and say he is visiting Kenya. We have a visiting president. We elected a president who sleeps abroad. Who sleeps abroad. He spent so many days outside the country. That's what is happening. And he has a cabinet that is so inefficient. And I've told you, the only good thing with the cabinet is that they are very healthy. They are very healthy. Like Aisha Jomo Kiagari are very healthy. Nancy Komicha very healthy. Moses Kuria very healthy. Only 2 guys look like they have health challenges. And let me not mention them here because of ethical reasons. But the cabinet look energetic. But when it comes to delivering service to the people, they are clueless. Clueless. They are entrepreneurs. Hakuna kitu ambacho wanafanya bila kutarajia kujinufaisha wao wenyewe. And guys, it is very, very important if we can keep him at its source. So I'm expecting Sam Gituko will not disappoint. Sam Gituko comes from Citizen TV because he comes with the facts. He comes with the facts and figures. It will be very, very interesting to see the kind of question that he's going to ask. Something else, Eric Latif from KTN, also a very good journalist. I'm sure he is not going to disappoint. How I wish I was invited. I would ask many questions. Guys, I want us to end here. Najua ni Sunday. Maybe unaweza angalia hapo uone ni nani unajua na ujue mtu ambaye ukitaka kumjua pale. Visit all those channels I've told you about. Visit akina Shiro, akina Aunt, akina Lucy na wengine. Visit them, by the way. They are Kenyans. And when you get it from what they say from their channels and what we say here, you realize that we are not alone. And you are not walking alone. So I'm very humbled. I appreciate you. And till next time. Adios. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.